And take some calls real quick. We got David in Athens. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Good. Hey, I have a few questions. I don't think they've been addressed on your show at one time, so I wanted to start by verifying the impression that atheists have given me of the atheist belief system.
Okay. We can start with atheism isn't a belief system.
Well, you have to believe in something, right?
Sure, but
yeah.
I mean, well, I guess no, you technically don't. I guess that's theoretically possible, but what I'm saying is that atheism in and of itself isn't a belief system.
Okay, well, let me see if my definition of what atheism is kind of matches what yours is, okay? Let me see if I'm kind of valid on that. What I gather from your show and the other 2%ers who use Satan's church to promote their agenda, you basically negate the existence of God for lack of acceptable evidence.
Okay, first of all, you want to rephrase that? I mean, I really hate to hang up on the first caller just because you're an ass.
Okay. I'm an ass because I make a statement you agree with?
We're not Satan's church. Guess what? We don't believe in that either.
I didn't say you're Satan's church. I said that it's on Satan's church. You're promoting your agenda on Satan's church. Satan's church is referred to as the internet. Okay.
Oh.
So it's not your fault.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Well,
I don't keep up to date with all of the superstitious bullcrap.
Okay, well, I'm just letting you know that's what it's referred to as.
Sure, and actually we do our show.
Babylonia that we live in.
We do our show on public access TV. It just happens to also get broadcast over Satan's church.
Okay, well, that's cool. I mean, wherever you 2%ers can fit in, that's cool.
2%ers.
2%ers.
Hey, guess what? Wrong.
Okay, 5%? I don't know.
Well, yeah, that's part of the problem is that nobody really knows, although the estimates in the United States go as high as 11 to 14%, but worldwide...
Admittedly?
But worldwide, atheists are the third largest group when you ask about people's religious beliefs.
Okay, well, beyond that, let me just go ahead and finish out my question.
Well, I will let you finish your question, but I'd like to know what difference does it make whether we're 2%, 1%, 0.5%, or 80%? What difference does that make to whether or not we're correct?
Well, because logically, when you point out that you are on only 2%, and then you say that the majority of scientists all believe what you believe, or they all are taking the atheist position of not believing in a God, then you're basically saying that the majority of scientists that fit in the 2% or 5% or 14% or however percent you want to say are basically the minority. They're not. I mean, you're basically admitting that your belief system, which it is
no, it's not.
Is it really holding up any water in society? So anyway.
Okay. First of all, you know, if you really want to find out what we believe, it's best to ask us rather than come in and just spit out your garbage and see whether or not we have.
I'm not spitting out garbage. I'm trying to ask you, and
you are spitting out garbage because first of all, you're implying with this 2%er that you're trying to diminish any impact we have, and only an idiot who thinks that the number of people who believe something is any testimony towards whether or not that's actually true. Then you make a huge math error, because first of all, I'm not saying that the majority of scientists, when you look at, for example, the National Academy of Scientists, the overwhelming majority of those do not believe in a God or a personal God, etc. And so when we're talking about the elite of the elite scientists, what difference does it make? The idea that those who are best educated and best understand the subject are less likely to believe at a significant percentage doesn't make any difference whether the total of those people with respect to the population is under 10% or under 2% or under 1%.
Okay, well, let me ask you this real quick. On that basis, are you saying that, I mean, basically from what I've gathered from most of them talking to you, that different atheists, that it seems that you all rely solely on scientists or philosophers for your information or facts. Is that accurate?
Rely solely on scientists and philosophers for information and facts.
What else is there?
Well, I'm not quite sure what you're, I mean,
so my point is so why is it that you only believe the people that back or protect your ways of thinking are the ones that are telling the truth?
No, I don't
believe. Why is it that you will boast about the 75% of physicists who are atheists, but not accept the 80% of genealogists that support the theory of theism?
The 80% of what?
Genealogists.
Genealogist?
Yeah.
What's a genealogist?
Somebody who studies the gene, DNA, the study of DNA.
No.
No, actually. You don't get to make stuff up. I'm sorry. But in any case, it doesn't matter. I've already said the number of people who believe something is irrelevant. I don't accept what people say just because they agree with me. First of all, I used to be a fundamentalist Christian for 20-some-odd years and was going to be...
You were what?
I was a fundamentalist Christian for 20-some-odd years and was studying...
What is a fundamentalist Christian?
Somebody who believes in generally a literal interpretation of the Bible.
Seriously,
Okay.
where have you been?
You don't know what a fundamentalist Christian is, and you're calling us to tell us that we're working... You're a prank caller, aren't you?
I'm a what?
You're a prank caller, aren't you?
A prank caller, yeah.
Well, you don't seem to understand anything, and you just keep talking nonsense, and then when I toss out...
Well, as a fundamentalist Christian, then you should also know that atheism doesn't really fit the definition of what you consider it is. It's actually Satanism.
Okay,
So
you are
You're
a
an
complete idiot.
Okay, yeah, but guess what? You know what the Bible says?
I don't care what the
Who
Bible
cares?
says, and you don't get to say. Bye. Atheism is not Satanism.
Well, besides which, Satanism is a Christian construct
Yeah.
anyway.
I mean, now LaVeyan Satanism, which stupidly adopts a name from
Yeah.
Christianity to support a fully secular worldview, that's not born of Christianity outside of the name. And by the way, I would tend to agree more with LaVeyan Satanists than I would with you, even though I think they're really stupid for using that name.
Yeah.
But thanks for calling, and somebody's got to carry the flag for the idiots. But all right.